Today's deck highlight is one that has quickly become my favorite way to play Silver Surfer in Marvel Snap, and that is Lockjaw Surfer. Surfer, for those not familiar, incredibly powerful 3-cost card, 0 stats itself, but gives all our other 3-cost cards plus 3 power when it reveals. And Lockjaw, really fun card. When you play a card here, swap it with a card in your deck. So Lockjaw helps us find Silver Surfer more consistently, because in those 25% of games where Silver Surfer is in those bottom couple cards of our deck, we can play cards out into the Lockjaw path on the final turn, giving us additional chances to find Surfer. And in the games where we have Lockjaw and Surfer together, we can play Surfer into the Lockjaw path, get its bonus, and then be able to redraw it or flip back into it with another card into the Lockjaw path and get its bonus a second time. Another key way that this deck finds Silver Surfer more often is we have Jane the Mighty Thor at our top end, which draws all 0-cost cards from our deck. This means if Wasp is still in our deck, Jane can thin that out, giving us additional probability to draw Surfer on the final turn. And Jane obviously works quite well with just regular Thor here, being able to draw that Mjolnir out of our deck as well, which not only makes our Thor bigger, but again synergizes with our Lockjaw. Our 3-drops in this Lockjaw deck are a little bit different than you're going to find in other Lockjaw decks, because we have a greater focus on reveal 3-drops, so we can play things out into the Lockjaw path, get some value for them before we flip them into our deck and grab something else. So we have Ironheart here to pump up our board, we have Gambit to be able to blow some stuff up, and we have Wolfsbane, who actually retains the buff when you play it out into the Lockjaw path, so you can redraw it later or flip it back out later and make it even larger than the 7 power that it typically gets up to. At any rate, I hope you enjoy the game highlights that I have for you here today. I think they do an excellent job of showcasing the raw power and consistency that this deck has. Remember, if you do find yourself enjoying what you see, snap that like button to help this video reach some more people. If you happen to be new here, consider subscribing to the channel. I post different deck highlights like this 7 days a week. I'd love to see you back again. But for the rest of today, enjoy some Lockjaw Surfer. Okay. Our Lockjaw is less than great into a Korg Rock Slide deck, but probably still worth getting going here. It is kind of fun into the Widow's Bite, though. Please give them a Widow's Bite back. Alright, so we'll Wolfsbane into Widow's Bite here. Wolfsbane counts face down cards now as well, so she'll go up to 5. A little less than ideal there. They're 1 in 8 for that to happen. Holy fuck, chat. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Thank you, sir. May I have another? So we want to Okoye before we Killmonger here. So this way, if Okoye hits Wolfsbane, the rock is there to make Wolfsbane bigger. Ooh, that's fun. Okay, so let's Jane, which grabs us Wasp, and then we'll draw, and we get to guaranteed play whatever else we draw next turn, unless they disrupt us somehow. Oh, we're gonna get a Widow's Bite. That's fine. I think that's fine. We'll see. maybe it's less than fine. I think this is still the play. It has 1 power, chat. This is gonna hit Wolfsbane and it's gonna be huge, okay? The Ironheart's gonna let us win middle, and then Wolfsbane's gonna win us left. Oh, yeah. See, chat, you just gotta believe. You just gotta believe. Easy game. I love Thor in Cloning Badge, chat. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. I want to Lockjaw Wasp, but it's also hard for me to pass up Thor into Thor here.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Gosh. Man, these are tough choices. I think this is right. I think we get second Thor going, because if I draw, I'll be 2 and 7 to draw a hammer next turn, and if I could go Lockjaw, Hammer, Wasp, that's like kinda killer.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Yeah, sick. Okay, actually, do I just chill here? If I wait and play these out next turn after the Surfer? No, I think I wait and play these out next turn after the Surfer. I could Lockjaw, Hammer, Wasp all middle. Yeah, that's another line too. Yeah, actually, that's best, right? Yes? Yes. Okay, yeah, I've been convinced. And then next turn we go Lockjaw, Surfer, Hammer, Wasp on the right. Yeah. Yes. I'm convinced. I'm sold. Synth Arrow, thanks for being sold on subbing to the channel again. Appreciate the 20 months.
Mjolnir to me. Mjolnir to me.
Oh, and we killed the Sunspot. We really want to hit Jane to draw another hammer out of our deck. That'll do too, though. So Lockjaw into Surfer, into Mjolnir, into Wasp. And again, these cards can re-pull Surfer here potentially as well. Whatever the first card we put in can be gotten back out by the second and third. There's 5 cards in our deck. So it'll be 1 in, 5 twice to re-pull Surfer. When you dupe Thor, you're like 90% to win the game. Something high like that, agree. Especially when you find Hammer. Is repulling Surfer better than surfering behind stuff? That's an interesting question. I wonder what the math on that is.
Mjolnir to me.
Grow, my children! They have 2 cards in hand. We could still lose to an Infinite in the Dracula chat.
Mjolnir to me.
We could lose the left here. Okay, if we hit a hammer again, yes, we beat the Infinite left. Papi! All right. Oh, the Infinite was down already. Okay, that's fine. Well, we're beating like Giganto and stuff here. Get the little itty bitty baby Dracula, chat.
Victory.
That's so good. This list was sweet. I love Lockjaw and Thor's cards. This is. All right, I think I want to Thor the Baxter building, and then we'll Lockjaw plus Wasp into Jane into Hammer middle.
Face the might of Asgard. Union.
I think this is a we're just not black-getting game. Surfer is a Series 5 card in the shop currently. The previous season pass card goes to Series 5, then 4, then 3. They could be a Cosno deck. A card could go literally anything. Okay, so they have a Jane Foster that doesn't do anything for them. So, someone posted a stat in chat, and we'll talk. So this is good. This shows a good example of what I mean when I like source. So I appreciate that someone has referenced a source here. Cosmo, Armor, and Killmonger have a more than 55% win rate on Marvel.fansource with over 500,000 games they need to be nerfed. So that data is interesting data to think about. So one thing that's potentially problematic with that data is that you need to understand a majority of people farming data for that have largely incomplete collections, right? And think about what decks are popular at the bottom of the Marvel Snap ladder. The decks that are popular among new players, who are probably the largest part of that sample size, are people playing decks that are Kazoo, right? In Series 1 and Series 2. So that's a good example of, I appreciate the data source, but when you sit and think about how is this data source and what is it doing, it's like, well, it probably, it isn't strictly indicative of a problem. Holy crap, we are massacring them. Oh, yeah. Whoo!
To me.
Mjolnir to me for the rubbins.
To me.
Yes, and that's another, oh my gosh! And the Surfer with the runbacks! Oh, baby, oh, baby. Oh, that's the good stuff right there. Just the casual 70s over here. Basically, never playing Wasp out exists purely to shuffle into the deck with Lockjaw. Well then. Thank goodness Los Diablos is about to ruin one of these two things, huh?
Face the might of Asgard.
I think Marvel Snap will have a good competitive scene. I would be very surprised if Marvel Snap had a competitive scene with its current economic model. And in my experience playing a lot of card games competitively, players that play games competitively aren't interested in having to actually play the game to get game pieces. Put Mjolnir into our deck with Lockjaw, and then we'll pick up Jane. Is Jane Foster required in this deck? I think she makes it better, because I have sequences exactly like this.
Mjolnir to me.
What do you change in order for Marvel Snap to have a good competitive scene? I think in order for a card game to really be competitive, it has to have the typical spend money, get cards directly like you see in basically every other card game. The system just doesn't really work without it. Gambit here is going to snipe this vision, I believe. It, easy dub.
Mjolnir to me.
Ooh, we hit the wolf spade too. Actual perfects. Oh man, we needed the kill on the vision too. Gambit cannot hit face down cards there. No, so we're 1 and 3 to get that one. Yes, if you pin a card that is scheduled to downgrade, it will be cheaper at the end of the month. Your deck slows us. The arrow almost got you there. Well, I'm glad we decided to throw it right. GG, Dwight. Dude, Light, if you wanted to ship another, I think that's fine. This is so good against us. Our deck has a lot of on-reveals, chat. That's fine. Gambit's gonna murder this dog. I believe. I believe. Could have gone worse. Well, I guess losing Brood's pretty bad. It means I can't Brood Surfer in the middle of the last turn. Hey, Grumpballs, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate it. Yes, Series 3 complete is not something that you hit and are perpetually it. When you are missing cards later on, you'll need to recollect those cards, and then you'll go back to Series 3 complete. The end game of Marvel Snap for most players is they'll alternate between Series 3 complete and not. Alright, chat, I believe. Okay? Okay? I believe? I believe. Get fucked, leader. Winnable. Winning. This jerk in his smug green face, chat. Smug green face. Solid start here. We'll have Thanos into the kiln. We've got Killmonger for the Sunspot. How does Zabu interact with the wave trigger? Your things that originally cost 4 still cost 2. But anything that didn't originally cost 4 will still cost 4. If that makes sense.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Hey, Black Byron, thank you for the Prime. Hey, Zabud. Think we just get playing into Morag here. Thoughts on negative Galactus? I haven't really liked negative in Galactus. Or Galactus and negative, I guess I should say. Yep, gotta give her up. Need to grab Mjolnir out of our deck here. Crazy Candy, thank you for the prime. That's a Dracula. Okay, so I assume we're winning the middle with the hammer. And then I'd wager we're more likely to win Kunlun. So let's do this. This is 7-10 here. We're going to 18. So we're even beating a Giganto over here.
Victory.
Stuff. I've lost far too many cubes to wave. Yeah, cards with that much disruptive power really just should not be combo enablers. Am I liking Okoye in this? She's probably better than the other 2 drops I could be playing. She's probably fine. Big ol' kitty on the right. Makes my Wolfsbane a little worse, but it means we're still winning the right, so God bless. We say it's hard to catch up at this point. So, something that's good to note about Marvel Snap is the way Marvel Snap's core game system is designed is you will always be able to catch up and acquire every Series 3 card regardless of when you start playing Marvel Snap. Even without spending $0. Like any card game, it's going to take you a little bit to learn the format and understand the game. But you can definitely acquire a complete collection still. That was not the surfer I wanted for Christmas, chat.
Opponent snapped.
I think we beat leader. I'm gonna stay because I think we beat leader. We're 1-3 to surfer here. We also beat that. Thanks for the cubes.
Victory.
Thanks for being one of the awesome people that made it all the way to the end of the video. Remember, your likes and comments help videos grow with engagement, and be sure you're subscribed to the channel as well. I post Marvel Snap game news, updates, deck highlights, and other fantastic stuff here 7 days a week. We hope to see you back again real soon.